Delusions of grandeur. That's what first started this whole mess. Always seeing things as being way over the top, hundreds of billions and hundreds of thousands, and God, look at the millions of people, and exaggerating every freaking moment for the past 4 years. Delusions of grandeur. Now, when you have that going on, you miss foresight. Completely miss foresight. Why? Because you're living in a whole different freaking world. You don't have the foresight of what plausible things could happen, i.e. what has happened today. You turn around and you tell a group of people, go ahead and walk over there, and you have no idea who's sitting in that crowd. You have no idea. You think they all love you. Yeah, they do. But just like any other protest in any city, you have a riot happen simply because there's people that are protesting. It wasn't the people that were protesting that did the riot. It was because they started doing a protest in the middle of the night or at nighttime, and they can't see who infiltrates their little crowd, and anarchists are out there. Okay, I'm not even sure what all went down in Washington, D.C., but what an asinine, stupid move on our president's part to turn around and say, go. There is not one American in the United States that wouldn't be called out for inciting a riot on this. At the very least. Not one American. And at the very least, if this is the only thing that happens to President Trump, then, I'd be surprised. He has to have a brain about these things. He had no foresight what he was saying when it blurted out of his mouth of telling a crowd that was already angry and jacked up on adrenaline to go to the Capitol building. He had no foresight. And this is the guy who we put in charge. He won't even listen to Pence. I'm sorry. And if there's anybody after today that turns around and still is behind him, you really need to rethink your candidate. I have no problem if you're behind Pence. No problem. But I bailed on Trump right after he was elected. And I was a former Republican. And this is the exact reason why. He's out of control. He was out of control then. He's out of control now. There we go. I said it. God bless America, plain and simple.